Idam Bhagavatam Nama Purana Brahma Samitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Shakara Bhagavan Rishi Nishrayasaya Lokasya Danyam Swastaya Namahat. Okay, can you tell me the verse? And I 3:16-19. Huh? Idam Bhagavatam Nama Purana Brahma Samitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Shikara Bhagavan Rishi Nishrayasaya Lokasya Danyam Swastaya Namahat. Okay, 3:16-19. Is that right?
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj.
Taranti Yanjasa Mrityum Nivritta Yad Anugrahat Yogina Sa Bhavan Kim Shud Anugriyeta Yat Parai. Anyone else want to read it?
Okay, Maharaj. Taranti I anjas amrityum nivrittayad anugrahat yogina sadbrava kim swihi anugriyetayat pare.
Taranti ajasa mrityum nivritayad anugrahat yogina sabhavam kim swid anugriyetayat parai.
Taranti means crossover.
Taranti crossover.
He. Because. Anjasa.
Anjasa.
Easily.
Anjasa. Easily.
Mrityum.
Mrityum.
Birth and death.
Birth and
Nivritta.
Nirvita.
Ceasing all material desires.
Ceasing all material
Ceasing all
desires.
material desires.
Yat. Your.
Yat. Your.
Anugrahat.
Anugraha.
By mercy.
By mercy.
Yogina.
Yogina.
Transcendentalists.
Transcendental.
Sa. The Supreme Lord.
The Supreme Lord.
Bhavan.
Bhavan.
You.
You.
Kim Swit. never possible.
Came sweet, never possible.
Anugriheta,
Anugriheta,
may be favored.
May be
Maybe.
favored.
Yat,
Yeah,
which,
which,
parai,
parai,
by others.
by
others.
Mystics and transcendentalists, by the mercy of the Lord, cross beyond ignitions by ceasing all material desires. It is not possible, therefore, that the Supreme Lord can be favored by others. Purport. Unless one is favored by the Supreme Lord, one cannot cross over the ocean of the nescience of repeated birth and death. There is stated that yogis or mystics cross beyond nescience by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many kinds of mystics, such as karma yogi, jnana yogi, dhyana yogi, and bhakti yogi. The karmis particularly search after the favor of the demigods, and the jnanis want to become one with the Supreme Absolute Truth. And the yogis are satisfied simply by partial vision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, and ultimately by oneness with him. But the bhaktas, or the devotees, easily cross beyond the nescience of birth and death and attain the eternal abode of the Lord. The Lord is therefore not in need of anyone's favor, because no one is equal to or greater than him. Actually, everyone needs the favor of the Lord for successful understanding of his human mission. Om Jnana Timirandasya Dhananjana Shalakaya Chaksun Militanyena Tasmai Shri Grave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaur Avani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschacharishtarne Mansakalpa Turvischa Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Namo Mahabharanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gora Tushe Namaha. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Dina Bandhu, you got the thing. Gopi Ka Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurange, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vishabhanu Sute Devi, Pranamami Hari Priye. Okay, is Gaur Purnima tomorrow for all of you?
Yes, Maharaj.
Well,
Yes, Maharaj.
That's good. Yeah.
so is everybody gonna go out on Harinam all day like Prabhupada? That was the original instruction for Gaur Purnima. Go out and chant all day, come back, talk about Krishna, and take Kadasi Prasad. So, but whatever we do, it's the most auspicious time. And this Sankirtan movement, this ISKCON society, is a continuation of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. We're doing the same things. We're chanting Hare Krishna, we're going to temple, reading Bhagavatam, taking prasadam, distributing prasadam, all the same activities that Lord Chaitanya did. So we're in a very fortunate position. This verse is interesting. What happened? Just disappeared.
Take up about the verse.
That we want to cross beyond the nescience, the ocean of ignorance. And it says, by ceasing all material desires, but that's not possible. It is not possible that the Supreme Lord can be favored by others. So by getting the mercy of the Lord, we can cross over. I was saying at the New Year's in Accra, they call it crossover. We want to cross over. We want to cross out from the material world, from material consciousness into spiritual consciousness. We want to do that every day. But we want to cross over. We want to get out, cross over the ocean of material ignorance. So Lord Chaitanya has made it quite easy. But we have to get the favor of the Lord. The mercy is a major factor. Why does Krishna give mercy? Of course, when he sees someone sincerely struggling, it's not by our endeavor that we do something, but he sees us trying and then he gives his mercy. Krishna is Karuna Sindhu, he's an ocean of mercy. But we need that mercy and we want to give mercy. Devotees ask all the time, give me mercy. One time I looked up mercy in the Veda base, and most of the reference was about giving mercy, because we already have all the mercy. We have the holy name. We have, connection with the parampara. And we have Srimad Bhagavatam. Now we have Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we have the mercy. And how do we get more mercy, or how do we realize that mercy? How do we take advantage of that mercy? Is to give it. The more you give, the more you get. That's the basic law of karma. And that's true for spiritual knowledge also. The more we give knowledge, the more we give the holy name, the more we're going to get the holy name. But we have to be giving it in a loving mood, not in a proud mood. Like some rich people, they give charity and they're very, very proud of it. And they want everyone to know. So they don't get so much benefit as a person who just humbly giving it, because he just wants to help people. And he's not looking for the credit, not looking for the, the tax deductions and all the different benefits you could get. I'm very proud of it. I'm getting an echo now. Haribol? Haribol,
Yeah, Maharaj.
Haribol. Now the
Already,
echo. Okay, the echo stopped.
yeah, I've taken care of that, Maharaj.
So there's karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, and bhakti. Bhakti yoga includes all the other yogis. And by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we can go right to bhakti yoga. but devotees naturally does good karma. The devotee naturally, gets knowledge of Krishna, of bhakti, and of the material world and the spiritual world. He automatically gets meditation, but it's mantra meditation on the holy name. So devotees ask sometimes, what are karma yoga? What is it? Here's a nice definition that karmis search after the favor of the demigods. They want to do pious activities to get some material benefits. That's karma yoga. It's mostly for themselves. The more advanced one is called Krishna karma. They'll give some of the fruits of their labor to Krishna. So they're getting a beginning. The Gyanis, they want to become with the Lord. They want to merge into the effulgence. They want to merge into the nothingness or the oneness or whatever they call it. And the yogis, they want to see Paramatma, or they want oneness, or they want mystic power. Usually the yogis that do all this tapasya, they're trying to get some mystic power. And they can get them. And they can be like Superman. They can, many, many things. They can travel all over the universe. They can see all over the universe. They can make themselves attractive to even the demigod women by certain tapasya. But it's no benefit spiritually. It uses up all that energy that then they just get nothing. And devotees, they want to be with Krishna and serve him. The point is to serve. Like we have deity worship. So many Hindus, and I don't know if there's people in ISKCON, they think we'll make a deity and then we'll get donations. People will see that we have a deity and the Indians will come and they'll donate and we'll do some puja and we'll let them do abhishek and then we can get some donations. That's not deity worship. That's Bhakti Siddhanta said, using the shalagram to crack nuts, something like that. Using the shalagram shila to crack your nuts, It's not the right use of the deity. We install a deity. We're asking Krishna to come and enter into that form so we can serve him. And that service is a 24-hour thing. Krishna's always there. The Hindus will say he's only there when the door is open. And when you close the door, he's not there anymore. And it's not Krishna. This Murti is not God. It's just it's just a conduit or something. They give different names. The devotees, in whatever way we want to serve Krishna, we want to serve the holy name. We want to serve prasadam. We want to serve the deities. We want to serve the devotees. You serve the guru, you serve the devotees, the guru will be happy. You serve the guru, the Krishna will be happy. You serve Krishna, the guru will be happy, and devotees will be happy. It's a unlimited, reciprocations. So Krishna's want is eternal. He has no beginning and he has no end. That's one of the main teachings of Madhvacharya, that the deity is eternal and to defeat Mayavadi. The deity is eternal person. It's not a statue. It's not anything like that. It's the supreme person. But we can't see the spiritual person, so he appears in this mundane, material form. So the Lord is not in need of anyone's favor. Krishna doesn't need to eat, but we want to feed him very nicely. Because that's good for us. It's good for us to dress Krishna nicely. It's good for us to feed him nicely. It's good for us to sing and dance for him nicely. And he becomes happy by it. but he doesn't need it from us. He's getting it, all over the universe, all over spiritual world and material world, many universes. But he likes it. He appreciates our efforts, and he'll reciprocate. And then we get the remnants of whatever we give him. But if we just take those same things without giving it to Krishna, then we get the karma burden. If we offer it to Krishna, then we get the same thing improved by contact with Krishna. Everyone needs the favor of the Lord for successful understanding of his human mission. So how to get that favor? Does anybody want the favor of the Lord? Would like to have that? Humble state of mind. Trinadapi, Sunichena, Tarorapi, Sahishnuna, Amanina, Manadena, Kirtaniya, Sadahari. We just had a very good exhibition of humble. Prabhupada uses the word humbleness. I don't know if anyone else has ever used that word, humbleness, humility. My godbrother, Bhadra Narayan Swami, he left his body a few days ago, and he's a guru. He's a GBC for many, many years, since 1987. And, quite a prominent leader, influential, did many, many, many things for the society. And in his will, somebody asked why he's being cremated, why not a big samadhi ceremony? But he said, I want my ashes put into a holy river and some shrine, some little sign in a place where they keep all the Prabhupada disciple ashes, a little sign with my name on it. So because he was a initiating guru, he was a GBC, he could have had a big samadhi somewhere, like some have 2 or 3. Their disciples are, really into it. But he didn't ask for that. So that's a sign of humbleness. He wasn't thinking, well, I've done so much and I'm a big man and I should really have a big memorial. This is how we get the mercy of the Lord. Trinadapi, Sunichena, Torapi, Sahishnana, Amanina, Manadena, Kirtaniya, Sadahari. And in this day and age, because it's the Sankirtan movement, and now we're especially conscious of, because Lord Chaitanya's appearance day is tomorrow. And that was like such an amazing event. And do you have an eclipse there tomorrow? Haribol?
Yeah, it's predicted that there will be an eclipse, but until when we see Maharaj, we don't know whether it will come or not. We're not sure.
Well, usually there's not an eclipse everywhere, but it's where I am in Asia and in India, the eclipse is right at the time of, Lord Chaitanya's appearance, right at moonrise. But that's Lord Chaitanya took birth then, and everybody was chanting. Everybody was chanting the holy name of the Lord. It's auspicious. So we just carry on with all our same activities, even more ecstatically, because you can remember Lord Chaitanya's appearance. And he waited, in the womb for a few extra months to come at that time. So that was, his arrangement. So anyway, it's, that appearance. Krishna comes once in the day of Brahma, and then Lord Chaitanya, who's also Krishna fully, he also comes once, only 5,000 years later, quite close together. So there's other Chaitanya avatars in different millennium or whatever you call them, but they're not the same is this particular Lord Chaitanya, who gave freely Krishna Prema, Namo Mahabharanyaya. He's the most Vadanyaya, he's the most merciful. Krishna Prema Pradaya, he's giving freely Krishna Prema, which normally, Vedic scriptures will say it's practically impossible to get Krishna Prema. You have to climb through so many mountains and loopholes and different, things. But Lord Chaitanya is giving it freely to anyone who joins the Sankirtan movement and gives their life for spreading the holy name of the Lord. So we're very, very fortunate. Namo Mahavranaya Krishna Prema. Krishnaya, and he's the color of, he is Krishna, but he's not the color of Krishna. So we may not realize, what we have because of our conditioning, and we're burdened down with all kinds of birds of our karma hanging on our shoulders, the weight of all our, sinful activities from the past. But actually, if we're participating under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada's, guidance to participate in this Sankirtan movement, then we're liberated. Not liberated, but much beyond liberated. Liberated. For a devotee, liberation waits, at the doorstep as a maid servant. So devotees are just trying to get service. And that's how we attract the mercy. We're chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're chanting, my dear Lord, please engage me in your service. I just want to serve. I don't want anything in return. Amanina, Amanadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. That means offering all respect to others, not expecting anything in return. The Kali Yuga mentality that, I was trained, and maybe many of you also, is we don't offer respect to anyone, and we expect everyone to offer respect to me because I'm somebody. And anyone who offers respect to me, I will accept them as a very great person and a good friend. So people get cheated all the time because someone just takes advantage of them and just offer respect and praise, and then they take everything away from them. The devotee wants to give, expecting nothing in return. This is it. Throughout the Gita, when it talks about the mode of goodness, it says not expecting anything in return. The mode of passion is, what will I get? If I do this, what will I get? What will I get? What will be my profit? That's the mode of passion. And we want to be in the mode of goodness. We're just giving. And if you're not expecting anything, and even you get a little bit, you'll be very happy. But if we're expecting something and we don't get quite as much as we're expecting, even if it's a lot, we won't be happy. So many of the problems in society is because of great expectations, unreal expectations. I asked our Braj Bihari Prabhu, who's the leader of our ISKCON Resolve, for mediation and conflict resolution, and what are the main causes of conflict? He said, great expectations. Two groups come together, two people come together in marriage or whatever, and they're expecting some kind of, amazing results, they get initiated and they're thinking, no, I'll never get sick. The guru took all my karma. And then something goes wrong, and then they think, oh, it doesn't work. I got cheated. I should have had a different guru or whatever. All kinds of things go wrong like that when we don't know what to expect. Therefore, we're always told to read and study Srila Prabhupada's books so we know what to expect. We should only accept Prabhupada. What do you get from chanting? You get more chanting. What do you get from service? You get more service. What if you distribute books? You get to distribute more books. You don't get the retirement package and a holiday to South Africa or something. to lay on the beach. You get more service. You get more opportunity to serve. You get more responsibility, because people ask us, how can you stay so long with only by mercy. Somehow or other, you take responsibility and you get some obligations and you have some kind of feeling of reciprocation, and then Krishna just keeps pulling us along. Krishna wants everyone to come back to him. No matter how much we're struggling, no matter how weak we are, how incompetent we are, he's going to help us as long as we just keep on the path. You know, you keep on the road and you get to the end of the road. If we go off the road, then, you know, we go off the bhakti path, we go off of ISKCON path, then we don't know where we are. We're going to be lost. There's always stories of people climbing a mountain and they go off the path, and then before they know it, they're completely lost. They have no idea where they are. And the government spends, in America, they'll spend millions of dollars trying to find some lost hiker or some lost camper, which is stupid. They decided to explore off the beaten path. You know, the path is there for a purpose. So we have the path of bhakti, we have Prabhupada's movement, we have association of devotees, and we're asking everybody just hang in there and bring more people. This is a good thing. You know, people want Krishna somehow or other. Sri Bhuvanath Prabhu went to something in Benin University. 500 students came for whatever lecture he gave. I guess he must have had kirtan. And everybody wanted books. They didn't have enough books with them. And to go back there with more books. People are looking for Krishna. You know, they're desperate. They're realizing more and more there's nothing out there. There's new wars every day somewhere. There's another war, another bomb, another disease, another conflict, you know. So we want to rise above that. We want to just be, you know, trying to chant the holy name, trying to spread the holy name. Krishna's taken care of all of us for so long, and he'll always continue. Krishna is unlimited. There's no limit how many people he can maintain. He's maintaining everybody anyway, so let them be maintained at the temple. Let them be maintained in, at least, if they don't live in the temple, but in the association of devotees, regular association of devotees, regular reading Srila Prabhupada's books. People are reading, I don't know, they read newspapers anymore. They're just, everything's on the internet now. But same thing, same junk. So let people get a chance to hear about Krishna, you know, to hear the holy name, to hear the Bhagavatam, to hear the Bhagavad Gita. You know, we have lots of books Prabhupada has given us. And the Panchatattva, it says Panchatattva Avatirna Chaitanyara Sanghe. The Panchatattva, they came down just to associate with Lord Chaitanya. That's Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivas, and that's Balaram, Mahavishnu, Radharani, Narada Muni. They all came just to be with Lord Chaitanya. And Panchatattva Loya, Karena, Sankirtana Range. They came to joyfully perform Sankirtan, the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Sankirtan, many, many devotees together chanting. This is why they come. This is why Lord Chaitanya came. He wants everybody to chant. He doesn't discriminate. He doesn't care, you know, what your background is, as long as you change. You know, if we still want to be a mediator, or we still want to be angry and fighting with devotees, then, you know, he doesn't appreciate that. But if that's how we were, but then we got changed, Lord Chaitanya, like Jagai and Madha, he said nobody should ever mention their previous lives. Now they're devotees. Everything else doesn't exist anymore. So that's how we we're open to everybody. We don't care if a rich man comes, poor man, with everybody. Everybody's the same. Everyone's a spirit soul, they're lost. Man or woman. There's no, bodily restriction on how much one can make spiritual advancement, what kind of service one can do. Because bhakti is spiritual. It has nothing to do with the body. We're just in these bodies, so we use them to do things. But a child can do, an old person can do, a deaf person, dumb, blind person, man or woman, young or old, doesn't matter. Everyone can engage in the Sankirtan movement one way or another. Everyone can read the Bhagavad Gita. Everyone can tell other. Krishna says, for one who teaches this imperishable science of the Bhagavad Gita to others is very dear to me, and there will never be anyone more dear. That's a very, very amazing statement. And so we may not be great pundits, great preachers who can quote so many slokas and be very logical and everything, but Prabhupada has given us this opportunity that we have the printed book, and we can just give people the book, and therefore we're giving them, we're engaged in the highest, most pleasing work to Lord Chaitanya, to giving the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. But we should know what it's about, so when people ask us, we can tell them. But we can always say it's about love of God, and you want to develop love of God, chant the holy name of God. Do you chant the name of God? Do you know any name of God? If they say, yeah, Allah, Allah, or Jehovah, okay. How many hours a day? How many times a day? How many days in the week do you chant the name of God? Do it every day. And if you don't have any name that you care about, try this one. It's very easy and it's universal. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama.
Hare
Hare.
Hare. So we're seeing that slowly. My last trip there in Africa, we saw a lot of response from people when we went out chanting. We didn't find millions of people rushing to the temple, but they join us in the kirtan. They wave out of the car and they say Hare Krishna. That's what we're trying to do, and make it everywhere, and get on the radio or get online or whatever, wherever we can go and talk about Krishna. Teach Bhagavad Gita. You're not that body. Africa now has been conquered by the demon Europeans for so many years. They did the same thing to America with the native people. They did the same thing in Australia because they wanted the natural resources. So now Africans are starting to take back, kick out the foreigners. So stand up for yourselves, don't expect charity. Krishna's given you good, strong bodies, given you good intelligence, he's given you much more because the few that actually have Krishna, who actually have the Bhagavad Gita and a chance to preach. There's so much opportunity to preach all over, everywhere in the world. So many schools, so many churches even, will welcome devotees to come and say something. But to speak of, having a temple and getting people to come in, just have nice prasadam and take care of people. We can take over the country, take over the world. Krishna is the supreme proprietor, and he's given everybody equal chance. It's Kali Yuga, the demons, the demons kicked the demigods out of the heavenly planets for a long time. The demons had to turn invisible, or the demigods had to become invisible and hide, so the demons couldn't find them. They were homeless. That's why Aditi had, prayed for Vamandev to come, because her sons were homeless. They couldn't show their face anywhere. So, take advantage of the most opulent land. Krishna has given the devotees a lot of land. Use every inch of it to grow food, to offer to Krishna. When you grow your own and offer that to Krishna, it's 100 times more pleasing to Krishna than just something you buy in the market. And if you grow properly, it's going to be 100 times better quality too, because the market people are using so much chemicals, so much toxic things. So you want the mercy, take it. Put it on tilak, go out, let everybody see the tilak. Chant the holy name, dance. Dancing attracts everybody. Dance joyfully, knowing that this is pleasing to Krishna. Don't worry about the results. The results will be that you'll come closer and closer to Krishna. Krishna will come closer to you. And keep up these online activities. Every devotee should be trying to think, how probably everybody's got something going online. Some kind of Facebook or Instagram or flip-flop or TikTok or whatever it is. But do something Krishna conscious. Just keep putting it out there and somebody will respond. All right, so I'll stop. I hope you have some questions, stimulating questions.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. We're very grateful for your association at the beginning of the month and on the eve of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. We pray that we'll be able to maximize the instructions given. So dear devotees, if anyone has a question or comment, please kindly indicate by using the hand emoji or physically raising your hands to ask a question. Maharaj, this particular verse that we're discussing is talking about the significance of the mercy of the Lord. And you said something very key, that at some point in time you checked on the Veda base the word mercy, and it came out so many times. So sometimes I'm wondering, after several years in devotional service, the role of mercy sometimes doesn't prominently reflect in the behavior of devotees. So how do we value the mercy of the Lord as a very strong ingredient in growth in devotional service?
Well, what I found there was that, people are always asking, give me mercy. I want mercy. Have mercy. But most of the references in the Veda base was giving mercy. You want to get mercy, you give it. We have the mercy, we have the holy name. We have, connection with the parampara. We have the books. So devotee is Titikshava Karunika. He's tolerant and he's merciful. And Surida Sarva Bhutanam, he's the best friend of everyone. So that's, what we need to do. If we want mercy, give mercy. Give whatever you have. Be kind, be merciful. Even it was interesting, I tuned into B.V. Govinda Maharaj's live Vest Puja program. And it was kind of towards the end, a few devotees were speaking his glories. Then he gave a short talk. And mostly he was talking about being kind. And actually, that was the last thing he said, be kind. Random acts of kindness. So what could be better kindness than giving someone Krishna? And it's nice to be kind, to help a person, that's sick, or help someone across the street. But if you can really have maha kindness to give people Krishna, that's the topmost thing. Krishna will always reciprocate. So devotee, that's one of the qualities of devotees, he's kind. So you want to get mercy, you give mercy. That's what we're trying to tell people. When we're telling people go out and distribute books, and it's not that we're just trying to force labor them to make some profit. We're trying to give them the topmost mercy in the universe that they can go out and preach Krishna consciousness. So we need to help as many devotees as possible to do that. It's picking up a little bit, at least in Kumasi and Benin. A lot is going on now.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Is Great Ganga Prasad Prabhu, please kindly unmute.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandava Pranam, all glories to Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Ganga Prasad?
Yes, Maharaj, thank you very much for your last visit to West Africa.
Yeah, thank you for being there. Hanging in there.
Thank you, Maharaj. From sequel to the question asked and your response, I'm just trying to react. We are giving mercy. What should be our mood and mindset when it's like we are giving and people are trying to exploit the opportunities offered? What should we do?
What do you mean exploit?
Exploit means taking advantage of us as if we are fools. You said Krishna is maintaining everybody. People should come, live in temple, get association of devotees. But when you bring people to temple, they start stealing, they start abusing
we have to, that's the hard part.
and things like this.
Yeah, and we can't, if we're going to have people, before we let anybody live in the temple, we got to really know them, actually. We have to know them well and understand, so they won't be like that. Not that we just let anybody just come in. But we're trying to give to everybody. We're trying to give Krishna to everybody. Trying to give the mercy. The mercy is the holy name and Krishna. But because we're open door and, we're inviting everybody in, we're going to get all kinds of people. So sometimes they're not good. Then we have to know how to ask them to go somewhere else. If we don't have that much for anybody to exploit, but somebody might want to, because to live in a temple, if we have proper atmosphere, they have to follow all the programs and chant and go out on Harinam and everything. So, that's some tough question. We don't want people just staying. It's not a place for lazies and crazies, Prabhupada said many times. And he said, these people should not be, they should be. But
thank you very much, Maharaj.
Yeah, just keep spreading the holy name and spreading the books, and something will happen. Things are happening.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for the answer. Thank you very much.
There's so much potential there in West Africa. Young people now are, they I don't know where they get their information, but it says that, even though of all the hardships and poverty, they're the most mentally stable young people in the world. It is in Africa. Maybe because life is so tough, they're not a bunch of wimps and just caught up in depression and who am I and why is this happening to me? They're too busy just to survive. And they have to learn to pray because there's nothing else will help them. All right.
All right. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for the answer. Thank you, Ganga Prasad Prabhu, for the question.
Thank you, Maharaj.
It's all right.
KAVICANDRA Prabhu.
Yeah, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you very much for your wonderful lecture about mercy, and just reflecting on what Ganga Prabhu said, question he asked, what about if we are the one who has gotten so much mercy and we're exploiting that, we are not giving? So how can we come out of that situation, Guru Maharaj? Thank you.
Well, there's two different ways. One way is you can just dry up, because if you have the mercy and you don't give it, it'll just dry up, or it might infect you with something. Or you can just do it, just give it. Just say, thank you, Krishna, you gave me so much, and I feel all these people are suffering, and let me, use me. Please use me as an instrument in your service. We have to learn selfless service, like, what are the conflicts of marriages? So many marriages now in Kali Yuga don't last because one or both of the people are just thinking, what can I get from this relationship? What can I give to it? And, so that doesn't last very long. And same thing when we're preaching. We're trying to give people Krishna. At the same time, we have to be guiding them and helping them. But, they, in order for them to get any benefit, they have to have the attitude of reciprocating and doing some service. So when we preach truth, that, this is a process, and you can take it up, and you can, get this knowledge, and you can give up your, stupid attachments, and you can give up your bad habits, and then you can make spiritual advancement. So just do it. Associate with devotees who you think aren't doing like that, and you'll be pulled along. Associate with devotees who are complaining all the time and lazy and thinking, what, I've been in this movement for so long and I haven't gotten this and that. And I've done so much and nobody appreciates me. Then you'll become like that too. And I think, well, maybe I should just sell some charms, and offer some protection and, get some money, and then I can be happy. And, who needs Krishna? So we have to decide where we want to end up. We have to decide where we want to end up. To make up your mind, what's your goal, To make up your mind, what's your goal. Okay, now we got the echo again. Yeah, there it goes. Raha, you tired or what?
Yeah, someone was on meeting, but it's taken care of now, Maharaj.
You were lying down almost, it looked like. Getting old. Okay. I've got somebody's house and there's a lot of guests here, so if you give permission, I can go and join them. All right.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Suman Varashara Prabhu, you want to say something?
Maharaj was asking if I was tired. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, well, take rest. Take care.
Thank you, Maharaj.
I'm tired also. I got a really heavy flu in Mayapur in the last day. Somehow I survived it. Whole prickama. Okay, Srimad Bhagavatam ki
I have a question.
Shri Gaur Purnima ki jai. So everybody get out on Harinam tomorrow as much as possible.
Yes, Maharaj. Maharaj, before you go, please, there's a concerning question. It is said that when Srila Prabhupada came to the West, there was a dramatic change in the atmosphere of everywhere due to the chanting of the holy name in the West. And someone was asking this morning a question to me, and I would like to hear your reflection on this, that ISKCON movement seems to be expanding all over the world, and there seems to be increasing the chanting in every corners of the world, but we've seen so many of violence increasing in the world. How do we respond to this, Maharaj?
Well, there's a different scripture where Kali is with his associates. And he's worried. He said that Lord Chaitanya is going to appear and he's going to start the Sankirtan movement and we're going to be finished. We won't be able to function. And then lust says, don't worry, I'll make everybody lusty. And anger says, I'll make everybody angry. And Kali keeps saying, no, no, no. So Kali is in a lot of anxiety. And so he's promoting, all these Kali Yuga kind of things more and more. So we see at the same time that the Sankirtan movement is spreading, gambling is spreading like anything, all this online gambling and online pornography and online everything, so that's the explanation. But as we keep pushing, the Kali will get pushed back. He's getting pushed out of so many places, so many homes, so many places where Kali's being pushed back because he can't exist where there's that kirtan all the time. So that's how it works.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Jai Srimad Bhagavatam, joy, 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 joy.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Joy, joy, joy.
Sir.
Maharaj ke jai.
So remember this.
So,
Panchatattva Avacharna Chaitanya Rasange, Panchatattva Loya Karina, Sankirtana Range. Very easy verse to learn. Adi Lila 7, verse 4.
okay. Thank you very much for the verse, Maharaj. I will request all of the devotees to please kindly unmute and let us loudly chant the Hare Krishna mantra to appreciate Maharaj for his association and mercy upon us. Maharaj seems to have like.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Sri KAVICANDRA Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.
His confounder Acharya is Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Our glory is to assemble the